Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Rater coming at you with another instant noodles recipe time. This is the show where I impart my knowledge about instant noodles and garnishing them from my my experience of reviewing almost 3,000 varieties of instant noodles. So, anyways, today I'm going to do one which is kind of historical and real tasty, and was kind of a surprise when I found out something about it. This is Samyang Foods Samyang Ramen. Now, if you notice up in the corner here, since 1963. So this was actually the first instant noodle sold in South Korea. And kind of a funny story, it was, of course, Nissan Foods came out with chicken ramen in 1958 in Japan, but in Korea, chicken just isn't as popular a flavor. I would say maybe it's just a little too delicate for them. So they're into beef. They really like beef and stuff. So let's see real quick. 4 to 5 minutes. We'll do 4.5. They came out with the chicken one, and then they found people wanted beef, and they made beef, and everybody was happy, hooray. And but when it first came out, people thought it was a textile. Like, what is this stuff? It's some kind of fabric thing. So I think that's kind of interesting. I did an interview with them a while back with Samyang Foods. This is actually the same company that makes the Fire Noodle Challenge noodle. But anyways, as you can see, I got a angry pot here, so let's get this going on. Oh no, spillage. And it's the big burner, ladies and gentlemen. Spillage on the big burner. The countdown timer is on, so there. Oh, it's burning. I can smell it. I smell smoke. That's not good. Hopefully the smoke alarm won't be able to smell the smoke. Anyways, you're also, at this point, supposed to add in the flake sachet content. I think that's what they're calling it on this. They generally call it flake, because they're kind of like flakes. I won't put it up close because it's probably going to, they kind of have a lot of static electricity out the gate. So there's that one, and then there is the glorious red dust. I love red dust, especially Korean red dust. Okay, wow, that is an angry boiling pot. Okay, good. That's what we want. We want anger for our noodles. Let's see how the angle is here. Should be able to get it further over this way, right? Yeah, that's doesn't that look better? I like that better. Yeah. So we want to put in a couple things. First off, Miles is playing with the light, so. Anyways, I really like mung bean sprouts, and since this is something I've reviewed, I think I've reviewed this one 3 or 4 times. I'm going to do this up like I was just going to eat it. So there is a little handful of mung bean sprouts. Yeah. Also, this one, strangely enough, I always thought ramen was always kind of like a beef kind of thing. Miles, that's really not helpful. But this one is ham flavored. So I've got some deli ham, or ham lunch meat, rather. I wish it was deli ham. Actually, most of the ham that I find that comes from the deli these days is, there's that special ham off the bone stuff, but it's still kind of, I don't know, gummy. That ham's not bad though. Well, who knows what Miles is up to in the living room right now. What you doing, Miles? You want to be in the video? He did something really cool yesterday. There'll be a new unboxing time video coming out pretty quick. And I decided, let's see how he does if I do one with him. And I'm opening up the package, and it's a noodle bowl, right? And I put it down on my copy stand, which has the video camera, or the digital camera pointing down at it, and then that goes to my monitor, so you can, that's this top-down shot that you'll see on those videos. Anyways, before I even said anything, he said spicy, and sure enough, it was a spicy beef bowl. He can recognize that word, so that's pretty cool. I tell you, as I've said before, if you don't have any kids, go pick some up. They're really cool. Do it. I mean, go make them. You know, manufacture. Don't fracture a family. Yeah. Anyway. We got 8 seconds. Okay, well, it's gonna run long because we got to put this in here, and we're gonna do it right now. Often I will just do a raw egg. Oh, you just simmer. So it's gonna hang out and do that for a few. I got a couple more things I'll be putting in. But it's got to have a little time to mature in there. So let's see, what should we talk about? So I'm really into science fiction, and you know, I was mentioning Red Dust earlier. There is a TV series / movie series that I've always been into, and it's like very integral to my whole interest in any and all media. And it was a series called V, and it was on in the early 80s when I was a kid, and I loved that show. Basically, it was like space Nazis come down, or they come, you know, bearing gifts, you know, and they look like us and they talk like us. Well, they kind of have a funny robotic voice, but they're like people, and they adopt human names. And then they get here, and then, hey, wait a second, where'd those people go? Hey, what are they doing? Oh, they're shipping food, and the food is people. And then they find out that, you know, you pull their fake skin off and they're lizard people. So it's just like, just perfect. The acting is cheesy, but it's definitely a good, it works. It's like my kind of show. Another one that guy did, it was Kenneth Johnson was the producer, director, writer. I believe he fulfilled all 3 of those roles in that series. He also did a show called Alien Nation, which also is absolutely a stunning piece of science fiction television. Unfortunately, these series were pretty short-lived because they were pretty edgy. I mean, there's like you really should watch both series. And it's tough to find V just due to the fact that it's a letter. There's like V for Vendetta, there's V for this, V that, and it's just like, man, come on, couldn't you? But V is supposed to be like V for Victory. So, anyways, it's about resistant groups against the aliens. But yeah, they no, spoiler alert, I guess. But when it goes from the mini-series movies over to the actual TV series, they found this, no, it was in the second. There was V, and then there was V the Final Battle, and I believe in V the Final Battle, yeah, at the end, they make this red dust, and if the aliens, it just basically kills them, right? And then the rest of the series takes place in like 18, I think there's only 18 episodes of the TV series. And as it goes on, actors just kind of go, poop, poop, poop. They just like, I got another project, I know this isn't going anywhere, you know, and it's too bad because I would have watched that show more if they had it. They did come out with a remake in the 2009 on ABC, and that was actually not too bad, but it was too short. You know. Anyways, I think we're kind of there with this. It's definitely gone along a lot longer than the 4.5 to 5 minutes. Oh, and also, this is the first one of these that I'm filming in 60 frame per second HD video. So just so you know, that means it takes longer to upload. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But anyways, let's dump. Oh, I'm making a mess already. Come on, get in there. Get it. Oh! I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of upside down. It's not the way I was hoping. There we go. Yeah, see, our egg has disappeared, all but I think there's maybe a little trace of it. That's the tricky thing about this stuff. Oh yeah, it's gone. There's no... oh, there's some egg. There you go. Oh, sweet. Saved the egg, Miles. Saved the egg. Alright. And now, to make this some official business, we're going to add the one thing that makes Americans ultra angry. I don't know. I swear, if Donald Trump did this, he would be impeached immediately. Maybe I should just call him up and go, hey man, eat this. Because people, a New York Times reporter or writer said, you know what's really good on Korean instant noodles is processed American cheese. And it's just like, people flipped out on the poor guy. And honestly, there is a lot of food that in South Korea that has borrowed a lot of things from the US, but cheese on ramen is very popular over there. Another dish, budai jigai, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, I hope so. Well, budai jigai is called troop stew. And originally how that came to be was when the US soldiers bugged out of Korea, they left a lot of supplies. At least that's what I've heard. They may have just like given people food during the time, which I would... Well, I don't know why the camera turned off. But anyways, budai jigai has like baked bean or beanie weenie and like government cheese and hot dogs and spam and all sorts of stuff, macaroni. But yeah, and then the Koreans took that stuff and made something special out of it. So yeah. Well, basically, my camera keeps turning off because it's getting too hot, so maybe this 60 frames per second thing isn't a good idea. But anyways, last thing I would put on is some spring onion. And here is what we have. Lovely, resilient, wonderful ramen. Fit for a king with a little bit of ham, some eggs, some mung bean sprouts, and otherwise. So I better call it good on that. Here's a quick extra peek. Yummy. Yum yum. All right. Well, and I just pushed the button on it on accident. So with that, I hope everybody has a good weekend. If this is coming out next to a weekend, but whenever it comes out, have a good weekend. Here's some stuff to check out. Good things are coming. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the nice comments I've been getting about the series. It's been a lot of fun. So again, if you have any ideas of things you'd like to see me do up, drop me a line, do a comment, anything like that. So, all right, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater wishing you enjoyment in your noodles every day. Have a good one, and bye.